Okay, part two. I got cut off. Maybe that was good. I was starting to say, even though I've had a kidney disease since 2001, I was diagnosed in 2003, but then another disease made things more complicated. There are too many details. Objectively, the what the kidneys do is just phenomenal. So many important things in our body. And I think I was trying to say that maybe my saying this will be helpful if, I hope this never happens, if any of you ever know someone else who ends up on dialysis. And also just to say, there's no way I could express how grateful I am for so many things. For the fundraising, for Laura Cooley, oh my goodness, she's a healthy person who's willing to give me one of her kidneys. It's just incredible. And I wasn't gonna mention it because I knew I would start crying. But I have to thank her. I have to say, just how incredible it is. It's just incredible. I think everyone knows that, but to be the recipient, and to get me out of that place and just have some peace in my body again. There's really never any peace in your body. I won't go through all the things that happen because of dialysis, and once you recover a little bit, you're headed back to the clinic. But the alternative is to not be alive, is to just die, which I stop dialysis and just let the body run its natural course without a kidney, which would be death. And this is my fourth? This is my fourth transplant center, so I was considering doing just that. I knew there would be a time when I would just say, all right, this is ridiculous, I can't keep doing this, but I don't have to do that now. So, Laura, if it ever comes up in anyone else's life and you have the opportunity to help and you're healthy enough to help and feel like it's the right thing for you, it's incredible what you are doing for someone else's life. And I wish I had the statistics in front of me, it's probably on the website somewhere, about the amount of people who need kidneys and the amount of people who get kidneys every year. It's a drastic difference. And I have to say, if you wait for a kidney from a deceased person, a cadaver kidney they call it, depending on your blood type, because of my blood type, the waiting list for a deceased donor, is 8 years, 8 more years of dialysis. So this is just incredible. And I mean, you're all helping me so much. You have no idea, just by giving me the chance to learn how to ask for help again. That's a big thing. And receiving help. And you were actually helping me so much, Laura and Maura, and thank you. I'll say one more thing. I'm sure I'll get off and think, I should have said that. But I'm definitely winging it because I just have no time or energy. Oh, I wanted to say why I have a turtleneck on when it's 90 degrees outside right now in Charlotte. When they this is another thing that happens. It's really minor. It's not a major problem, but you're freezing because they've just taken all the blood out of your body. Not all of it. If they took all of it out, I wouldn't make it. But that's why you go 3 times a week, so they can get as enough volume of blood out and cleaned as they can to keep you going. And there was one last thing. What was it? When I had my first transplant review in Colorado, I had not started dialysis yet, but my kidneys had failed to enough that they would do the review process, which didn't work out. But I met with the nephrologist, the kidney doctor, and I said to him, I'm a little concerned about all the post-transplant medication and how I'm going to react to them, and because of for a lot of reasons. And I said, maybe it's better if I just stay on dialysis, kind of naively thinking it's just a simple thing, just having no idea, and never, ever being prepared for the possibility of this over the many years I had a kidney disease. And he looked at me and he said, have you started dialysis? And he said, no, sorry. He said, you haven't started dialysis yet, have you? And I said, no. And he said, you'll change your mind pretty fast. Something like that. So, and I was like, oh God, what's coming? Sort of in my, I started about a month after that, dialysis. So anyway, I hope this has been interesting. The woman that I mentioned in the first half of this, she didn't last very long. That's another thing about dialysis. You get to know people a little bit in the lobby. You can't really talk during dialysis, but I've gotten to know a few people. And then suddenly they're gone. And she actually called me over to say goodbye, which was just... She knew she was going to be stopping and calling in hospice, so she said goodbye. It was quite incredible. And a real gift. And I've told this story a few times to friends, but the fire in her eyes, just days before she died about 10 days later, was so strong. It doesn't ever dim. Life, it really never dims. So thank you.